I would like to talk to you about evil. As human beings, we all have our personal values, and we all know that we should keep moral in mind with whatever we do. And at the same time, we also all have our boundaries that can be crossed in certain situations, which will lead us to another, in my opinion, much more complicated term, which is evilness. I want to make you consider how you use this term, and maybe even if you know what it means to you as persons. Today, our nation saw evil. That's what George Bush said, the 9/11 in 2001. And he also said thousands of lives were suddenly ended by evil. That's just another example. He claims that this 9/11, the accident, was an act against freedom. Freedom to do whatever you like and be whoever you want to be. Live the life you want to, and also believe in what you like. Maybe also believe in things that could make you fly 3 airplanes into 3 buildings and almost kill 3,000 people. But that would be an extreme definition of freedom, which is not what America means, if you ask me. It may seem sane and it may seem horrible at 9/11, unbearable. To a lot of America it seems evil, and they should be the ones to talk about freedom. Some of you may know about the Milgram experiment, and even if you don't, I'm sure you don't know about the electroshock that can be caused by the electric chair. Some would call this torture, and others would call it necessary, maybe even evil. But this instrument is used to punish people by providing them horrible pain, and in worst cases, death. While we're at it, let me just remind you where in the world this instrument was invented. The very same country that described the terror attack as evil. I'm not trying to claim that American people or America is evil at all, but my point is that it seems as if even death can result in several definitions depending on the view of the involved. But however, back to the electroshock and the Milgram experiment. In 1961, a professor named Stanley Milgram made an experiment which, by hiding the actual intentions from the participants, resulted in some horrifying facts. A group of people were told that they would help investigating whether or not it had a positive effect when you cause someone really bad pain and try to punish them when they answered wrong in that way. All they had to do was to push a single button and give the other participant an electric shock. What they did not know was that they were the experiment. How far would they go when an authority told them to keep going on under any circumstances? Those the shock were given to were axes, and they weren't given any electricity at all, luckily for them. If this had been real, many participants would have been willing to give them so much electric shock that they would all have died. Horrifying few of them would have the ethic to stop when the actors pretended to be screaming. But the authority kept telling them that they had to that the experiment required them to continue. And in that case, is ethic worth nothing? Don't we as human beings have an ethic that does not throw the responsibility away when authority says that we have to do something? Personally, I would call that evilness. Maybe some others would too. But honestly, these people were perfectly normal. They were the man or woman that you meet in the cafeteria every day at work and don't even notice. But even though we take distance to what seems cruel, I would never do it. Or do. We don't want to face the fact that evil isn't something that happens to certain people. Just like we don't want to face that any Al-Qaeda member is just a normal person like any of us. They're perfectly well functioning. They know what they're doing, and call it what you want. But evil exists in the everyday person. So are you sure about evil? And are you sure about the human beings?